Hey guys, today we're going to talk about using a web app or web tool called Educreations. Educreations is a whiteboard recording tool. So basically, the way it works is that you have a whiteboard and you can write on it, make annotations on it, and it will record your voice at the same time. So basically, you're queuing up a lesson that you can record and then send out to a student at a later time. So, to get here, you're going to go to educreations.com. You see that right here. You'll want to sign up. You'll want to click the teacher sign up link, and you go in here and pop in all this information. Or if you're like me and you already have an account, you'll just go log in and you can sign up with your Google account. So that's what I've done. Log in with Google. And that will take me to my teacher account. Now you see that I have some lessons in here. When you first start out, you won't have any lessons, obviously, but you will soon after you start recording some of these things, you will be filling these up and sending them out to students. So you'll have a bunch of stuff in here. Before you can send out any lessons, though, you have to actually create a class. And so if you see up here at the top where it says classes, lessons and classes, you want to go to classes first and create a new class. And of course, you have to give your class a name. So we'll call it Howard ELA 7. And then after that, the rest of this stuff is basically optional. I'll go ahead and fill it out, but you don't really need to fill any of this stuff out unless you really want to. And you can always come back in and change it later too. All right, so make it an 8th grade class. All right, so here's my class. You'll notice immediately that I don't have anything in here, and any students is the bigger problem. So I need to add my students. I click on my student tab, I have nothing. So the way that you are going to add students, there's really only one way to do it, and that is to go in over here to where it says class code, over here on the right. And click this down arrow. You have a couple of options. None of them are as convenient as putting this code up on the board and letting kids go to a URL. You have to actually send them a link. So you can email this out if you have a list, or if you use Google Classroom, you could just pop that into your Google Classroom list and email your class from there. Or you can copy the class code and just paste it to your Google Classroom. So I'm going to copy this code. If you click on it, it'll say link copied, and that means that I have that link copied to my clipboard. And so since I'm already logged in on here, I'm going to have to go to Firefox and paste that. And so this is what your students are going to see, and they're going to have the option to sign up if they put in that link there. So if your student, most students probably won't have an account. So if you just want them to sign up and use your Educreations course, you want them to click the second link. And then I'm not going to go all the way through this, but they're going to sign up by filling out all this information. And then once that is all in, they will be attached to your class. Okay? So at that point, your students will start popping up here in the student tab. And at that point, you will be able to start assigning lessons to them. So that's how to get started with Educreations and how to add students to your class.